So the five-stroke roll. Five-stroke roll is one of my favorite rolls. It's one of our rudiments. So if you haven't had a chance to download the rudiments or find the rudiments, go ahead and go on vicfirth.com and you'll find a section that says download rudiments. It's a great piece of paper to have that goes over all the rudiments, and take your time, get to know them, and practice every one of them. This is one of your rudiments. It's called the five-stroke roll. So if you're in middle school or if you are in high school, you are definitely using it in high school and of course in college and beyond. So get to know it, love it, make it great, okay? So the five-stroke roll, what is it and how do we practice it? Well, a five-stroke roll is 5 strokes, and we're going to do a double stroke five-stroke roll. So it is 2 strokes with the right, 2 strokes with the left, and then an accent on the 5th stroke, okay? So you start it with your right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to alternate to the left. Now everything you practice, you should start with your right hand, and then you should alternate to your left hand to make sure both hands are equal and balanced. You don't want to be stronger with one hand than the other, okay? Just a little story, I started off as a drum set player. About 8 years old, I started playing drum set. And as a drum set player, I was right hand dominant. I was using my right hand and I was doing time on the hi-hat or on the ride cymbal with my right hand. I was doing very few strokes on my left hand, okay? So my right hand was developing a lot faster than my left hand was. When I got into concert percussion around the age of 11 or 12, when I joined beginning band and middle school band, things like that, I found out that my right hand was a lot better than my left hand. Okay, so something you're going to have to do is keep in mind when you're practicing the right hand rudiment, you always have to flop it over and go with the alternating left hand. In this case, it's a 5-stroke roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to start it with the right, accent the last beat, and then flip it over to the left hand and make sure you're getting both hands equal time. Now, I was watching a clinic by Dave Weckl, and he was asked a question. If you don't know who Dave Weckl is, by the way, look him up, get to know him. He's a fantastic drum set player. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to be amazed by watching him. But start off with your right hand. And he was asked the question, if I'm right hand dominant, how do I build up my weaker hand? Well, Dave Weckl's answer was very simple. Practice your weaker hand twice as much. So if you're doing exercises, he's saying focus on that other hand. Very simple solution to a problem that a lot of us have. And it's something that we're going to continue to work on. But I'm not telling you to double up your left hand or your weaker hand, but absolutely rotate between these rudiments. So let's talk about this rudiment again. So let's say you have your metronome and you set your metronome. Alternate 5-stroke rolls over and over and over. Do it over and over and over again. Make sure it sounds fantastic. Make sure it sounds very, very clean before you go faster, okay? So you can start off slow and then go just a little bit faster. Once you have that down so thoroughly that you can't mess it up, go even faster. I urge you not to rush through this process. You want your 5-stroke rolls to sound extremely clean, that you can understand every one of those 5 beats. At the end of that 5th beat, you want an accent, okay? Have some fun, practice as much as you can. If you practice 15 minutes a day for 7 days, you're gonna have it down at a nice tempo. After those 7 days, build up the speed just a little bit more. Practice it really hard for another week. Practice a little bit more. Don't try to rush it. There is no point of rushing into a sloppy 5-stroke roll. Keep practicing, have some fun. We'll see you next time.